Yo, what's up guys, it's Ablaze Monkey. I'm back for another video. In today's video, we will be continuing What If Goku Had a Sister. This is the biggest current series on my channel, so I'm looking forward to doing this one, and I'm sure a lot of you are too. Before we get into this, make sure you hit that like button if you want another part. Also make sure you get this video to 300 likes. Also make sure that you subscribe to the channel with post notifications on, so you know as soon as I upload. As well as that, go follow me on Instagram, so that you can see all that good stuff that's on the Instagram. And with all that being said, let's get right into it. But before we actually do delve into it, you probably have noticed I've got a new avatar, so that's pretty cool. I'm still going to be keeping the old avatar, but this is just a cool new one to have. I just think it's pretty cool to have two avatars just because I can. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool. A couple of people have kept commenting, do What If Ablaze Monkey was in Dragon Ball, and I will eventually do it, but there will be a little spin on it, but that's not what we're here for. We are here for What If Goku Had a Sister. We are here for part 5, I believe, so yeah, let's get into it. So, we see Nappa, who of course did die. However, due to special treatment and of course being needed to defeat Frieza, is actually allowed to keep his body. With this happening, Nappa would eventually make his way to Otherworld Snake Way. Yes, he would easily make it through and arrive on King Kai's planet. Here, he would see all of the other Z fighters who were killed by Vegeta, and they would all begin to train, of course under King Kai. Nappa would actually really begin to bond with the other Z fighters, and he would train hard. Eventually, Nappa would unlock Kaioken, a technique he didn't know all too well, but it would definitely come in handy. His training with King Kai had definitely been a success, and so his first two wishes were made on Namek. They were to revive Nappa and to bring him there. Obviously, this was to help in the fight against Frieza, and now I think it's about time we actually do some proper power scaling. Yes, we're going to be doing some proper power scaling. I'm also going to be going through everyone's current power level and where they stand. So yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of power scaling. So we'll be going in order of weakest to strongest. So first we have Krillin. He has a power level of 3,500, making him the weakest by far. Next up is Nappa, who has a power level of about 30,000. Don't worry, I know Nappa is kind of weak right now, but he'll be getting a lot stronger during this part, because we are going to have him get a lot of different Zenkai boosts and fight a lot of different people. Next we have Gohan, who has a power level of 660,000. The reason Gohan has such a high power level is because he did get his potential unlocked. Also guys, remember, people will be receiving a lot of Zenkai boosts, so they will increase in power. Next in line is Terza, who has a power level of 1.8 million, but she also will be getting a Zenkai, so don't worry about that. Next is Goku, who has a power level of 6.6 million. This is after his Zenkai off of Ginyu, and he is obviously quite strong. However, the strongest current fighter is actually Piccolo, which is kind of strange, who has a power level of 267.5 million. Now his power level would have been a lot lower, but he absorbed a nail, which brought him up to a power level of 33 million. And as for Frieza, he also had a power level of 3 million when fighting against Terza. But keep in mind, he is heavily suppressed, and with that, remember that Terza, of course, was fighting him at full power. So yeah, 1.8 million Terza would be able to fight a 3 million Frieza, although she would, of course, struggle. Of course, Piccolo, after being at his power level of 33.5 million, got his potential unlocked by Guru, which does give you a pretty big boost. So let's get right into this. So Piccolo is fighting Frieza, and he is destroying him. Frieza does not stand a chance against Piccolo. Nappa would then suddenly appear and begin to help Piccolo, powering up to his Kaioken times 2, which he did end up learning. Meanwhile, Goku had been healed by Dente and had received a Zenkai, and so he told Krillin to come with him. Obviously, this was to take out Frieza. He would bring Krillin along just because Krillin is some good extra muscle, and he can help, in case Gohan gets hurt, he can help take him away. So yeah, of course, Dende is joining them too, since Goku knew they would have to be healed against someone so powerful as Frieza. Frieza was growing increasingly angry and was realizing that against Piccolo alone, he didn't stand a chance. He was maxed out at his power level of 120 million, and Piccolo was just too powerful. He decided that, do you know what, forget this. He's gonna blow away this godforsaken planet, and he launched a massive blast at Namek. Piccolo instantly flew away to try and block this blast. His resistance, however, was futile. Although he did manage to buy Namek a couple of minutes, Piccolo had been distracted by Frieza's blast, and Frieza noticed that Goku and Krillin had just arrived. Goku told Krillin to go look after Tursa and Gohan with Dende. Goku knew Piccolo was defeating Frieza, so he told Krillin to, they should be fine. However, this was where Goku had miscalculated. Frieza had actually distracted Piccolo, obviously firing the blast to destroy Namek with him, only prolonging the planet's destruction, and so, as Gohan and Krillin finished changing into their Saiyan armor, which Goku had brought, courtesy of, the Namekians, and Krillin just stealing Saiyan armor, yes, as they took and put the armor on, Frieza immediately took advantage of this. The fact that they were wide open and Krillin was suddenly picked up off of the ground. He was then sent flying into the air. Right before Goku's eyes, his body imploded, with Frieza laughing. "Pop goes the weasel." Goku couldn't believe this. Frieza smiled, telling him Gohan would be next, and then Tursa, who was still unconscious. Goku screamed, "Frieza, I won't let you get away with this." Lightning began to crackle around him as Goku began to get angry. His power began to multiply as he began to enter a sort of golden yellow form. Yes, he was flashing between black and yellow hair as Goku eventually let out a primal roar. His power soared. He overtook even Piccolo in strength. This was it wasn't a 10 times multiplier. It wasn't a 20 times multiplier. Yes, it was a 50 times multiplier. This brought Goku's power level from 6.6 billion to a whopping 330 million. Frieza was terrified. Piccolo and Goku both faced off against Frieza, who was fearing for his life. They were now both combined around 5 times stronger than him. But then he began to laugh. You thought you'd won. You're all finished." Behind Goku and Piccolo, a ship appeared, and out from the ship, King Cold emerged. He saw his son in a battered and bruised state, and instantly rushed in. Goku yelled at Piccolo for him to take down Frieza's supposed father, Cold, and he'll take down Frieza. King Cold is pretty powerful. Remember guys, this is only his second form, and Nappa, of course, had been, fighting too against Frieza, and he had been receiving multiple Zenkai boosts from being healed by Dende, and of course taking a lot of damage. Tursa had also received 1 Zenkai after having been defeated by Frieza. Nappa, however, had now received 2 or even possibly 3 Zenkai boosts. This boosted him greatly. Now guys, remember, Zenkais are pretty OP, so yeah, he's going to be getting up quite a bit in power level. So yeah, we're going to be giving Nappa the same treatment that Vegeta got, because Vegeta did of course receive 3 or 2 power levels on Namek. So Nappa was now at a power level of about 2 million. Yeah, Zenkais are no joke, especially against someone like King Cold and Frieza. And with his Kaioken, he's able to increase his power level by quite a bit. Meanwhile, Tursa has also gotten stronger, considering she nearly died and is now at a power level of about 3.6 million. So Goku would fight Frieza with, the others joining him. Tursa and Gohan decided to stay back and were both shocked by Goku's Super Saiyan form. Nappa probably would know that this is Super Saiyan because, Vegeta knew about it, so I'm going to assume Nappa does, and would be probably pretty shocked to see Goku had actually achieved it. Piccolo had been fighting King Cold, who of course had been quite the powerful fighter. As well as that, King Cold had brought reinforcements. He does have a whole army because he is kind of a king, which means that Nappa had been having quite a tough time trying to deal with all of these soldiers just coming in at him. With Tursa, of course, Tursa didn't know that Krillin had died, which is why she wasn't that angry. Tursa told her brother to finish off Frieza, Kakarot. Now, Goku decided that he had no choice. He kind of did want to spare Frieza like in the original, but he decided Frieza had to die. He had to go help Piccolo, or King Cold would kill Piccolo and kill Kami. And as Goku screamed, he charged up a one-handed blast, and as you can imagine, Goku fired it at the galactic tyrant Frieza, killing him in an instant. You might think that this is out of Goku's character to kill a villain. However, it has been shown that, Goku can kind of be heartless where it does count. So I think that Goku would probably, finish off Frieza, because he did, kind of kill King Piccolo in a sense. So yeah, he then decided that he was going to fly in and help Piccolo. So yeah, King Cold had been getting destroyed by Piccolo, and with Goku joining him, it's not going to be good for him. However, he decided that he's going to win. he's going to do something he hasn't done in a while. If these people have actually killed his son, he can't hold back any longer. He screams and begins to power up. His body slightly shrank and it began to change. It began to morph. Yes, he was going into his final form. An explosion of power erupted around King Cold as he achieved his final form. Yes, he was currently at about 50% of his strength, with a power level equivalent to Super Saiyan Goku's, which is around 330 million. Goku and King Cold began to fight, with both seeming equally matched. King Cold was starting to get a bit of an advantage, but not before Piccolo joined in too. They were now overpowering King Cold, and most of his soldiers had been defeated by the likes of Tursa, Gohan, and Nappa, who were all helping out. They decided that they could probably add some extra muscle, and Tursa told Gohan to stay back. Tursa and Kaioken Nappa joined the fight against King Cold, who grows increasingly angry. He powers up to his maximum strength, which is around a power level of 600 million or so, and if we add everyone who is fighting's current power level up together, we get roughly about a 600 million power level. You can do the maths, you can probably assume that, yeah, they're going to be fighting at about equal with King Cold. However, King Cold was getting tired of this. He let out a roar and sent multiple death beams at Goku. Goku seemingly looked like he had been killed. Yes, King Cold had targeted Goku and fired some full power death beams at Goku. Goku was hit by them, and it was a shocking for everyone there. Yes, Goku was now falling and kind of falling out of Super Saiyan. Goku fell to the ground and Tursa rushed to his side. So did Gohan. Goku coughed up blood, and Dende began to try and heal him, but Goku was dying. He had been hit directly in the heart. He was finished. He told Dende to stop, and Dende asked why. He told Dende that he'd been hit in pretty fatal places, he'd been hit in the heart and the head, and he looked at his son and his sister, and he smiled at them both. Gohan, let loose your power. Run rampant. Defeat Cold. He then looked up at Tursa. He coughed. I believe in you, sis. Take down King Cold. Goku then stood up as he bled from multiple holes in his chest and everywhere around in his body. He told Dende to, heal him a bit more, just so he could power up to Super Saiyan. He then began to scream, Kamehameha. He then let out a roar as he screamed, Ha! He unleashed a full power blast. Piccolo and Nappa, of course, saw this coming, and they avoided it. The blast hit King Cold directly. This did damage, and weakened him a ton. However, Goku had used up the last bit of his energy, and he collapsed, causing Goku to meet his end with a smile on his face. Tears were in Gohan and Tursa's eyes, and they didn't know what to do. However, a sudden rage began to consume them. And I think we'll end it there. So what did you guys think? What did you think of what happened in this part? I know that the channel has been a little slow recently and all that, but that all stops now. I kind of wasn't motivated due to some personal things in my life. Yeah, so I kind of wasn't motivated, but now I'm back on the grind. I'm back. I'm going to be giving you all a bunch of really good videos. And yeah, we're going to be seeing a lot of growth on the channel. I've got a lot of things planned for the channel, and I'm coming back with a new avatar. I know I never was really gone, but I kind of feel like I was gone because I kind of felt like I had lost the sort of passion for my videos I once had. But that passion is back. I really enjoyed writing the script for this video. I can't wait for you guys to tell me your thoughts down in the comments below. Just let me know what you thought, because the next 2 parts are going to be pretty crazy, if you get what I'm saying. I mean, we just have seen the death of Goku. So yeah, buckle up because it's about to get wild. And yeah, I can promise you, you're definitely going to enjoy this. So yeah, we will be getting at least another part of What If Goku Had a Sister this month. Since it is December, it's the Christmas holidays, I think that my present is going to be a nice another part to What If Goku Had a Sister, probably in the next 2 weeks or so. So yeah, we probably will be doing another part of What If Goku Had a Sister, so that will be part, I believe, 7 or 8. And yeah, that's going to be pretty good. We're going to then probably be going back on the sort of slow upload schedule. But for the next 3 parts, you can expect those really soon. That will be the whole of the Namek saga. So yeah, get hyped for those. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought down in the comments below. Make sure you drop a like for this video. Make sure you get it to 300 likes if you want to get the next part out as soon as possible. Also remember that on Christmas, I will be giving you all a new what if, or, you know, maybe 2 days or so before Christmas. I will be giving a new what if, so I really recommend that you check that what if out, because I'm sure if you're enjoying this one, you're definitely going to enjoy that one. And to give a little hint about it, it will be based off of the Saiyans, yes. It will be based off of a lore of the Saiyans that hasn't really been explored all too much by any current what if YouTuber. So yeah, make sure you subscribe if you're hyped for that. Let me know your thoughts down below about everything in this part. Like I said before, make sure you smash the like goal. Go follow my Instagram. And with that being said, I'll see you all in the next video. Laters.